In this short film, we will talk about hybrid meetings, which are meetings where people can participate both in person and online. We expect that as we emerge from the pandemic, hybrid meetings will become much more common. Some disabled people may want to continue participating in meetings remotely to reduce risk or to stop having to travel long distances. So hybrid meetings and events will give people more choice and control moving forwards. So, if you are planning to run a hybrid meeting, here are some things to be aware of. It's as important as ever to think about reasonable adjustments. Is the physical space you are using accessible? And do people coming need assistance with the cost of travel? Side chats may take place at the physical meeting location, which remote participants will miss, and these can also create distracting noise. People in the physical meeting space will be able to communicate more easily than those who join the meeting remotely. It will be easier, for example, for people in the physical meeting space to read each other's body language. Those interacting face-to-face may develop more rapport and informal links during the breaks. Side chats may also exclude someone joining remotely who is deaf or hard of hearing. This can lead to a meaningful difference in influence and access for those that are joining meetings remotely who may feel inhibited to participate or speak up. It can really help to build in social time before the meeting starts, where online participants can chat with people in the room. And, if you're organising a break, allow a few minutes before the meeting restarts for people in the room to engage socially with the participants on screen. Remember though that communications support workers need breaks too, and any informal chat should be accessible for those needing that support. It is important that a facilitator or chair actively encourages the participation of people joining remotely, checks in, and invites them to speak. You can also make use of interactive Q&As, the chat function, and smaller group discussion in breakout rooms to help people feel at ease and included. You will need microphones of enough quality and range to pick up all participants in the room that need to be heard by remote participants. You may need to consider having multiple microphone or speaker points to cover a larger room. Place the microphone slightly away from where people are sitting or noise sources, ideally elevated slightly. Noise will carry over the microphone. For example, rustling papers next to the mic on the table, banging glasses on the table, doors opening and closing will all be distracting for remote participants. Another approach is for those in the physical meeting space to use their own laptop. That way, each person can look directly into the camera and use the microphone on their own device. This system works well for people joining remotely, especially for those who are deaf or hard of hearing. All the issues highlighted here can be reduced or controlled through good planning and chairing, which considers the greater need to include remote participants in a hybrid meeting and make it the best possible experience for all participants. Having hybrid meetings will allow those who were excluded by remote meetings to be included once again. If you are organising a hybrid meeting, some of the guidance in the second video will apply to hybrid meetings too. Remote working is here to stay. Online meetings are a key component of this. If employers and meeting organisers of all kinds can address the issues raised in these guides, they will have a greater chance of making everyone feel more included and able to contribute to the success of your group or organisation. There will always be some problems that need to be addressed, but if potential barriers are removed before they become an issue, it will lead to a much more successful and accessible remote or hybrid meeting environment.